So. I just was on a call and I couldn't it was a pretty qualified prospect I can say, and I wasn't able to close. There wasn't more of objections, it was just because there wasn't like a big why to learn a language. Like there wasn't like a big like a common objection that I have is like I just don't know why I should do it. Like I had people that came
Mm,
to me like, okay, I will go to Mexico like in 3 months, and then also I will grow my business with it, and I had that why. But this person, they had a why. It was like, okay, I have like a little business partner. She also speaks Spanish. I mean, like it might boost my business, and then I'm also gonna go to Spain, and then like it was just like I recorded everything pretty much, but I can even share it to you later. But I took
mm.
notes as well. Like I went through my sales script, which was great. I did close a client. I do
Nice.
a new client.
Let's
Um,
go.
which is great. But like I feel like the best was the beginning, the rapport, the discovery section. Like the discovery is very important.
Mm,
So like digging deep into their problems, finding if they actually need it. Like finding if the person actually needs what yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Lucy, yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
I feel
So
like
let's talk
finding
about that because
like giving them more pain, like pretty much so that they can have like pretty much finding the reason and like finding their why, like having them helping them with their why pretty much. Like having a more powerful why.
yes. Here's another perspective. Lean out. What do I mean by that? You know, Lucy, okay? You say towards right. What's going on here? Let's start
That's my Zoom
okay,
companion image, yeah.
Google. So what you want to do is you call it out. You say, "Okay, John, well, can I be honest with you?" And then be like, "Yeah, what's going on?" Or whoever you spoke to. What was the person's name, Kai? The person that you had a conversation with,
Anthony.
Anthony. You go, "Okay, Anthony, well, can I be honest with you?" He's gonna be like, "Oh shoot, what's going on?" Like, "Yeah, what's up?" Well, and then this is the listen to the tonality, right? You could even, if you want to close your eyes, but you want to listen to the tonality of how I'm positioning this, right? So you go like, well, yeah, Anthony, I'm looking at my notes and I don't know, man. It's kind of sounding like you want to learn a new language, but not really. But am I misinterpreting that? For Lucy, it would be like, okay, hey, Kathy, because we saw a couple, a lot of Kathys there. Like, hey, Kathy, can I be honest with you? And you're like, yeah. You're like, yeah, well, look, I'm looking at my notes and I don't know, Kathy, like it sounds like you kind of want to lose the weight, but not really. But am I misreading that? Kai,
Hmm.
what happens when you do that? What do you
Yeah,
think could happen?
I feel like there's like a way of saying that, but because I look, so I did something absolutely insane. Yesterday, pretty much I have not a competitor, but like a person that also teaches languages. He has a big agency. It's called the Fluency Formula. He's making like 100K a month, and I pretty much went on. I had a call with his sales rep. I had a call with his sales rep to like find out everything, how he closes, how he sells, how he pitches, all that kind of stuff. And he said something like that. I recorded everything, so I'm gonna throw it into AI and like just tell right find out all the questions. But, like it was like, hey Kai, can I be like fully honest with you? Like, yeah,
Mm,
yeah, totally. Like, and then he said something along the lines of what you said, but it was like it doesn't have to do with notes. So he didn't say notes, and he didn't say interpret that. He said like something, and I was like, okay, this like I need to copy that. I need to copy
yeah,
what he just said because he said it
that's
in such
right.
a way. I was like, you know what? Honestly, like what I'm like from what I'm hearing from you, I don't really think you like actually like. Do you actually want to learn it? Like, is that
Exactly.
is that like in your? But he said something like that, but it made me kind of like want to say, yeah, I do want to learn. I want to travel to Japan and I want to
Exactly.
go.
That's
And
called leaning out.
yeah, so he said
You're
it in
like you're like I don't really care if you do. You could even if it depends on your arms, you could be blunt. Like yeah, because by the way, so I'm consulting on this crypto offer, so it's very logical, older man, very much like A type. Like I really have to put the boot down and be like, well, John, it's like you don't have to do this, man. But I guess if you did want to, why would you? Right? And they're like, well, obviously, like I want more money. It's like, okay, but like tell me more. So the same idea. So you lean
Wait, wait,
out.
wait, wait, wait. Hey, John, it seems like you really don't want to do this. Wait, hey, 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 John,
Hey person, hey name. Well, it's like, well, hey name, you don't have to do this. Well, hey name, you don't have to do this, man. But if you did, why would you? But you gotta be careful, right? So see, Kai, like I want to be
yeah,
sure you understand this. This is for a certain avatar. This is for the avatar who's very direct, D-type dominant personality, not gonna be like your bubbly, coachy, person. So you gotta be careful how you speak to them. But for the ones that are
exactly.
very direct,
Yes. The personas. Like, I've had these like
yes,
old men that have been like super like the way that they talk is so clear and is so like articulate and is so like the way that they talk is just so like high level. Like they're just at another level, and they feel like they're authority, and
yeah.
like you talk to them, but and then they also talk you. They usually talk way more than you. Like that's one thing. Like they usually talk more than you about their stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, I was just gonna say that I've had those avatars, but like I do know how to work with like the bubbly, the happy because
Yeah, those are
everybody
the best. Let's be honest. Those are the easiest. Those are the fucking like not layup, but they're so open and so honest that you're gonna run them through the framework like freaking it's easy.
yeah.
They're compliant, you know. So how do you deal with the other ones? You lean out. Like physically in my chair, I'm like leaned out, like I'm just like with my pen here, it's like I'm leaning on like, well, like you don't like so John, like you don't have to do this, man. But I guess if you did want to generate 50 to 100% APR on your crypto, I guess like why would you want to do that now though? And they'd be like, well, because I'm trying to buy a rental property and I don't have enough money. Ah, now we've got the pain.
Yes. Well, look. So in my sales call, after the intro report and authority, after the frame decision and pre-qualify, I do have like, what was your main motivation for like, what is your main motivation for learning Spanish? Like they start talking. Well, I want to travel. I want to like grow my business. I want to do all this stuff. And then I said, okay, cool. Let's imagine 12 to 16 weeks from now, you're conversationally fluent. What does that unlock for you? And like they start talking. Well, I can like grow my business. I can like, and then I took notes. So for example, for Anthony, it was like, I can travel to Spain. I can speak to businesses in Spain. I've the like Spanish have way less competition. All this kind of stuff. He was like talking, talking, talking. And so I feel like how or when would I actually use this? Because I created a sales script that I feel like is the best for me right now.
Hmm.
And then like
Well,
yeah.
initially what I would do is actually, and we were talking about this with Lucy, is present what they want. In this case, they want to travel and be fluent, but also you can hit them right away with, oh, okay, but what happens if you're not able to do that? Right? Like you're Anthony and you're telling me, yeah, Luis, well, I want to travel to Spain, speak to my business partners, speak to the people out there. Gotcha. But I guess like what happens if you go out there and you actually can't do that?
Yeah. But he was on the fence. So he was like, well, I might go to Spain. There's like a chance I might go to Spain. There's a chance I might grow my business. He was like on the fence between, I will go to Spain and I'm gonna stay here in Greece, or he was on the fence between like I will start growing in Spanish speaking places my business, or I won't. So he was really like it was like a really on the fence. I was like, okay, so from my 1 to 10, and he was like, and 3, 4. So it
Well, did
wasn't.
you call him out on that? That he's on like he keeps being kind of on the fence. Did you call him out
I
on that?
I did call him out on that. Yeah.
And what happened?
He said, "Yeah, I guess you're right." And then he started like, and then I don't like remember exactly word by word. But he said something along the lines of like, "Yeah, yeah, I am. Yeah, you're right. I am kind of on the fence." And then he started talking like, "Well, because what if I do learn it and then I'm not going to need to know the Spanish at all, and it's just going to be a waste of my time and like, and then." of course, I have Liddy that also speaks Spanish in my business, and I might not need it. And he was like, well, so yeah. And there are also objections. Like I could like see in advance the money objection, because he said, well, I can't go to Spain because we don't have money right now. And he said, and I'm like, okay, got you. And then another objection was there are translators everywhere, all over the place, and I won't actually need it because in Greece I survive well. So like that's another objection. And then he was like, but and I also already have a framework of learning languages. Okay, that's another. So I was like, okay,
Mm,
this is just like it's. I'm not gonna be able. And then it was like, and I also have a partner that also speaks Spanish, so I'm not gonna learn. That's another objection. So I was like, oh God. And so I was like, how do I overcome all these objections and actually get to the meat? And then so that was like my issue currently.
yeah. Well, that's the key for all of us, right? Like for Lucy, it's really getting to the big why of why do you want to be fit? Like, why do you want to be healthy? And if they give you all these freaking things of, well, there's a chance, there's the probability, that's very wishy-washy. You can say, well, I'm curious, Kathy, like, it sounds like you're kind of on the fence on that, right? Or hey, it sounds like you're not really trying to lose the weight, but am I misinterpreting that? Or however you want to phrase it, but the point is we're calling it out. We're not moving on until that's sorted, and then we get into the consequence. And so for you, Kai, it's the
Oh.
same idea. It's the same idea. We get into like, well, okay, cool. So let's go with that, Anthony. Let's say that you don't learn Spanish and you just rely on interpreters and translators, and I guess what would happen then? Would you be okay with that? And if he says, well, yeah, or for Lucy, yeah, okay, so let's say it's another 6 months and you're still like dealing with these things, would you be happy with that? And if they say, well, kind of, yeah, I would be kind of happy. I mean, I wouldn't really care. We got
Okay,
to
okay,
call
so
that out.
got you. So one issue that I can see right away, like I'm looking at myself from above, is that I was kind of rushing the sales call. So like
Yeah.
right in the this discovery phase with like the main motivation, right away it was like the first objection was like I have a partner, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, got you, you have a partner, okay, let's move on. And I moved on to like the pain phase, the future state, like the um what does this unlock for you? And then like what's your biggest problem? Like I didn't handle those objections and I kept moving on
Yeah.
without
They kept
thinking over.
stacking.
Yes, and they kept stacking, stacking. So I was like, okay, I need to. So next time I'm gonna like handle. So boom, he says something like along the lines of, for example, let's see what objections he had. So along the lines of like, he translator, right? Like I tackle that. I don't go on from that. I tackle the translator, right? Then he goes to like Liddy. He has his business partner Liddy that speaks Spanish, and she helps him. We tackle that. But the question is, how do we tackle that now? But I pretty much got it.
Yeah. So for example, Lucy or Kai, like if someone
Yeah.
comes to you and says, well, I can do this other route, you then call their bluff. Say, okay, cool. Well, so have you been trying that already? So they'd be like, well, I can just go on an app and do my health tracking on that. Okay, that yeah, sounds like a good idea. Have you been trying that? No. Okay, well, what's kept you from actually trying that? Well, I keep saying I'll do it later. Okay, so it sounds like what you really need is actually accountability.
Mm.
So now you reframe them from it's not an app, it's not this, it's like what you really need is this. So for you, Kai, it's like, okay, gotcha. So, you're gonna use the translators. Have you done that before? Yes. Okay, cool. How did that work for you? I worked really well. Was it perfect? Well, no, it wasn't perfect. Oh, what about it do you feel didn't really work for you? This. Okay, gotcha. So is that enough for you to say, hey, I think there might be a better route? Because, and then by the way, Kai, this is called a hypothesis-based question where you introduce a hypothesis based on your experience. Okay, Anthony, well, because from my experience, I've seen that the reason people end up learning languages is because they think about it from more of a long-term perspective. They think about it how that could actually expand their connections, and they see how like they'll just be proud of themselves for learning a new skill in 2026. But I guess are those things that are also meaningful for you. So you introduce
Yes.
a
Yes.
hypothesis and then you challenge him on it like, but do you think but is that also a thing for you?
Yeah, totally.
Can you say that again, the question? So
Hmm.
did it start with what I found is most people
Yeah, it could be what that's a framework is, yeah, what we found is this, and but so essentially it's
From my
like
experience.
from my
From
experience, what I
uh,
found is pretty much like, yeah, so from my experience, Kathy, what I realized, what I found, what I noticed is that people end up finally losing the weight because they have a significant other that is like really counting on them or looking up to them. They finally looked themselves in the mirror and said no more, or they're at a place where they just like are ready for something new and something different in their life. But I guess, does that sound like your situation too? So the core thing is the hypothesis. So you have to know your people. What is the hypothesis you could present? For me, it's, yeah, man. So
I,
listen, Kai, like I've found people like get to a place where they keep going on ChatGPT, they keep missing out on sales, or they know that there's a better way instead of feeling frustrated after not closing a call. Does that sound like what's going on with you? You're gonna say, yeah, that's exactly my case.
yeah.
You see? So what are you guys gathering from that?
So you give them the hypothesis of what you've experienced, what you've seen be the reason why other people do the thing.
Hmm.
And then you say, then you're asking them, does that sound like you?
Does that sound like you? Does that resonate with you? Is that what's going on with you? You ask them if the hypothesis is true for them.
Okay. And do you, because I have my original script long time years ago, originally had that kind of thing like in the very beginning. It was like part of the intro, basically.
Mm.
I don't ever do it. And so do you recommend that to be like starting out the call?
I wouldn't, I mean, everybody's style is a little bit different. I would use this as a backup when someone's not very open, or when they're open but they just don't know why they want to do this, why they want to learn a language, why they want to get sales consulting, why they want to like lose weight. And so you say, okay, yeah, no problem. Well, listen, the reason why people end up wanting
Okay.
to, be fit is this, this, and this. Does that resonate with you? Is that what's going on with you? The reason why people want to learn a new language, Anthony, is because they're thinking about it long term. They want to be proud of themselves, and then ultimately, whatever other thing that would benefit them. Is that kind of what's going on with you? If they say no to that, then it's like, okay, they're not even an ideal client.
Mhm.
Okay, so pretty much, okay, got you. So, yeah, yeah, Anthony. So the reason that actually people want to learn languages is because they think long term. They think long term. They want to feel proud of themselves. They want to feel proud of themselves. They they're tired of using wasteless. They're tired of using l- boring
Or they're
and
tired of being dependent. They're tired of being dependent on translators and
boring
like tools, and
boring frameworks
Yeah, you can't really have a conversation
it's
during
not
the
and
a real,
call.
yeah, it's like they're tired of the disconnect or whatever,
Mm, disconnect.
and on translators and dependent and constantly dependent on translators.
Hmm.
Is that true for you? Is that true for you? God. Okay, I will add this into my sales call from now on, because this is like qualifier. This is like a major qualifier in the beginning of the call. Because if they say yes, then like I know, okay, I can probably close this person. If they say no, nope, yeah.
There we go.
That's probably how it was in my old script. It was like, it was kind of a quality, like, uh, what was it? So most people that get on the call on this kind of a call with me are looking to blah, 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 blah. Is that, does that sound like what you're looking for as well? I think is what it
Yeah.
used to be.
Yeah, does that sound like it would be helpful for you too? Is that like at the end of the day, hypothesis-based question, the framework, which is more important than actual words in this case, it's like we need to snap them out of their own uncertainty by presenting the fact that we've been through this, and giving them a chance to say, hey, is it this, or this? Or you could also do a binary, is it this or this? Or you could like you can use this as somebody you can call them out. It's like, okay, Anthony, let me ask you this, man, because it sounds like you're kind of like on the fence on this. Like, is it more so that you're just concerned this is gonna take a lot of money, or is it that you just don't really know how you would use Spanish? You can cut right to the chase and then be like, well, yeah, I don't know. How much is it? It's like, well, hold on a second. Like, what's going on? Like, I don't even know what you're looking for, really. Tell me more. Like if you catch that there's something there where it's like, well, this is like that's usually a smoke screen for there's something underneath it all. Usually tends to be money, you know. So, Lucy, what about you? Yeah, we could even continue the convo or like what else? Or what are you gathering? Or because I know the consequence thing was a big deal. I know the follow-up is still something. I know SOPs and all that, but what else?
Um, there's so many things. I think I was trying to think of what would be the most useful for everybody listening to the replay. I think knowing, um, like DMing wise, I'm not doing my DMs, but this could be for somebody that's doing their own or having somebody do them. He right now is reaching out to, there's a couple different categories of people that he's trying to start conversations with, because our goal is to get people booked. Between now and the 31st, I gotta get
Yeah,
two sales calls. I mean,
let's go.
I gotta get two
Good
clients.
deals.
So, he has a group of people that are new to me. So I still have this Facebook group that exists. And so he deals mostly with Facebook. I take care of school. So for the Facebook group, there's still people coming in, even though I don't really run the group anymore. There's still people that are joining the group, and then nothing happens to them. They join the group, nobody reaches
Mm,
out. So we're going to try and change that so that they
yeah.
are engaged. And then there's another group of people that have joined the group a long time ago and have never been reached
Um,
out to.
I love those people.
What?
I
Really?
love people, yeah, because of the pain that compounds through time. See, sometimes what happens, even Kai, for all of us, like we think the newest leads are the best leads. That could be the case, but back to our question, is that the absolute truth? Well, probably not. Why? Because pain compounds over time. You reach, especially for you, you go back and you say, hey, Erica, I see that you've been part of the group for the last 6 months. By then, in your mind, you're like, you should have hit your goals, but you call them out on it. Okay, so after 6 months, thank you for being here. I'm curious, have you been able to hit your goals after these 6 months? They're probably gonna say no. Or if they did, you congratulate them, say, cool, what's next for you? What's your next level?
Okay.
Because of pain. Pain and time are not best friends, you know? But that's a good thing for not not in a weird way, but it's like it's just we can help them.
Okay, so then his first DM to these people that have been in there for a long time is I see you've been part of the group for the last blah blah blah, thank you so much, whatever. And I think that says, have you been able to hit your
Yeah,
goals
I'm
over the
curious. Have
past
you been
6?
able to Yeah,
That's
I'm
what that
curious,
is.
hey, I'm curious. Have you been able to hit your goals?
Okay, got it.
I'm probably gonna send that out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow up. Follow up is my favorite.
Follow-up's my 2026 theme.
I
It's
mean,
my
too. I
favorite
like it.
because I was just saying because of course the pain, but also then it shows them that you're paying attention. That you see them. You see that they're right there, right? You're like literally you're showing them that you care. So it's the best thing for everybody.
Okay, so those are the people that have been in there for a long time, never been contacted. Then we got the people that are brand new to the group.
Hmm.
I've tried a gazillion different things over the last 4 years. Nothing really stands out to have worked. What is your opinion on how to engage or open up a conversation when somebody first joins your? your world.
Yeah, yeah. And see that's the thing too is nowadays because I've tried automation and tried some of those things, but what
You've
I'm
tried
seeing
what?
really automations and like
Oh,
the automated like like welcome and what are your goals? And I know Kai, we've shared a few things like that.
yeah.
But what I'm noticing is what really beats everything is just straight up personalization, which takes time.
Exactly. And I do that. I have just like dove into DM strategies, and I think like I found like a really good one. It's in my notebook. Here we go. But like it's so cool because you also get their phone number so you can DM them on WhatsApp, and then you also get their problems so you can DM them like for a call, and then you also get them to tell their story to warm up, and then you also get them to make a post in your community, and you also get them to go into your classroom and check out your stuff. So
Oh
that's
my
like,
Mm,
gosh.
yeah.
That
So
sounds
far,
awesome.
so far, so good. So far, like literally, I've had lots of, hey, super glad to be here, intro posts because of like this
mm.
new way of pretty much, um,
Okay.
yeah.
So do you recommend then getting rid of my auto DM in school? Because I don't get anything from it. I don't
Totally,
think it's very
totally.
successful.
Remove it. Auto DMs suck. Like I have like I have an insanely highly personalized DM. And its answer rate is super high, like 80, 90% literally.
Should there be even maybe just saying like, welcome to the group, I'll be sending you a personalized DM soon, so that
No,
like if I
no,
don't
no,
get to it,
no,
nothing.
no. So let's say, look, for example, I go to sleep now. I wake up. I see a person join my community. It's been eight hours. I click
Yeah.
membership pending, accept. They join my community. I go and I have a framework, like a basic framework on how what I send them.
Uh-huh.
So I can do it. I will be changing stuff because I'm gonna have a whole new onboarding with a 7-day challenge. So like I want to get the star, and I have lots of lead flow. Like I have 6, 7 members joining every single day. Um, so I've been getting lots more lead flow, but also churn has went up, so it like still averages out. But pretty much like I have a new way of onboarding clients, onboarding people into the community. But anyways, we got off topic and probably we should focus on what we came here for. That's sales. And
Well, but
uh,
that's good though. So what? So then, like, can you show us an example of something
totally,
that's converted, like where you're like,
totally,
here's the, yeah.
of course, yeah, sure. I'll show it to you right now. Like I can share my screen. It's just that my internet sucks right now and I have no clue why. But like I want to like here example random example load like literally this whole day it always says something went wrong, please try again, something went wrong, please try again, and like I can't load anything at all.
Is that just in school? Because I've had a lot of that lately in school where I post something and then I have to like keep hitting the button because it
Yep,
keeps telling me.
it's in school. Like I've no clue why, but it's in school. Like in school I've had like some issues where I try and type something in, like I want to make a post and I really need to make a post probably like right now. um there we go, cool, fantastic. So here, let me share my screen. Let's go here. So, hey Vic, thanks for joining Learning Language Community. Super glad to have you here. I started learning Spanish. What made you choose that language in particular? Always love hearing the backstory. A bam boom. So,
So
there's
how did you know they were doing Spanish? Was that from the intro
question,
questions? Or the...
question, question. And then like of course I have like the emoji here, like the typo here, and like whatever. The three, whatever. So it makes it look authentic. Hey, whatever. That's amazing. So here, the answer, I dive deeper. I dive. That's so cool. I
That,
love people
well,
that
first of
create.
all, the fact that she gave you a big old thing is like that's a win right there, right?
Everybody gives this. Everybody gives this. Like I can show you my past DMs. Every single person gives this.
What, so
So
hold on. So let's pause there because that's very
Yeah,
important, right? Because compliance initially and depth is very important. So why, I have an idea, but why do you think they like go all in like that?
I have an
like
idea.
I can just show you like my past 10 DMs. Like 80, 70 to 80% of people answered like this, like these long DMs. And then I dive deeper. And then boom, 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 boom. That sounds wonderful, super cool. But also, she hopped on a group call, And I was like,
Mhm.
"Hey, super glad to have you here." And we chatted a bit. I was like, "Okay, there's like a classroom, and like if you want to make an intro post, that'd be super cool." So she made an intro post. Actually, that's like after the DM, like after this, I have another DM that's like, "The classroom is a cool place. Go and check that out. Go and make an intro post." And then there's like a secret. There is a 15-minute call somewhere hidden in the community. Go and find that out. So
Okay, so hold on. So this is like, dude, so you have a really good lead here. So then what happened next?
I I I closed her. We're working together.
Nice. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I can tell like right here, boom. She says she's been seeing you for a while. So dude, yeah.
Yeah. But that was like super energetic. So I have a couple of these. So like we have let's go. I don't know, Reina. See, answer like that. Boom.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
Uh,
so
Yeah, I
my
think it's a story
theory,
thing, right?
I was gonna say,
Val,
my
Val,
theory is
Val.
always love
Answer like
hearing
that.
the backstory. I think that's key, that little sentence in parentheses,
Well, I mean, let's see. This,
because it invites them to talk
yeah.
about themselves.
I mean, I don't really know what else. I'm kind of like leaking every one of my DMs, but whatever. Leo didn't really answer, but still, we're
That's
having.
funny. The meme.
Yeah, the meme. Yeah, I have the meme everywhere. Let's see. Like for like these aren't like potential clients. These are all just like random people that I talk with.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah,
Okay.
but pretty
No, that's
much.
great, man.
But then of course I have the meme there always. Uh,
What
I got you.
tagging system are you using?
what do you mean? Oh, that's Goose, whatever. But
It
I
is.
stopped using this. I have this. Can you see it? No, not that. Uh, Let me just leak everything, like absolutely everything. Why not? Um, Here, let's go tracking sheet. Boom. Cool. So I have a sheet which tracks every single one of my members, what they do, if they're qualified or not, um, what language
Like
they're learning, what their challenges are, what their phone number is, what their email is, when I last talked with them,
manually?
when I need to, uh, here, I've all this.
Nice.
Oh, is this automated or is this manually
Nope, it is not
updated?
automated. It is all manual.
Oh my gosh.
No, but I have I just do it. I mean, I just do
Yep,
what I
yep.
gotta do.
Get it to where you get it.
And I
I have a
love
hatred of
going through it.
spreadsheets.
Yeah.
But it's like it's super helpful. And I still need to like fill in all of this, and I still need to fill in all of this. And these are like the qualified members, so I have like all my qualified members up here. So for example, like the worst thing is doesn't answer my messages or not active, not active, not active, not active, not active, not active. And that's why I
Yeah.
started collecting phone numbers. So now I started collecting phone numbers. If they're not active, if they ghost me, boom, I have their WhatsApp number. I send them a DM. So like I have like this exact strategy, exact thing to nail down, to have to go by every single lead, qualify them, and chase after them and close them.
So
And
how do you ask for their phone number? Does it
it's a
just,
question. It's like it's one of my three questions. So instead of email, I do phone number.
Mm. But then you collect
okay.
the email as well.
Exactly.
Okay, right. Because you automatically collect the email because they joined your group. So I have asked, I just made a question that says, what is your phone number? And, so some people answered, some people don't.
No,
But
you need to question it in like a correct way. Um, let's see what I put. I put like in case Kai wants to personally like help you or something like that. And so far, it's been great. So far, out of like the members I've joined, they all something went wrong again. Ugh, I hate this. But yeah,
That's
but so
solid,
far,
dude.
yeah,
That's really, really good because at the end of the day, like, you know, personalization goes a long way. And as we can all see, like it does take some manual effort. It
yeah.
does take some just diligence. And I think because of automations, because of AI, it's gonna go a long way. So the other thing too is I would say Um, in terms of like reigniting a dead lead, what can happen there, Kai, is do you ever offer like some sort of value? So I'm wondering like if you have a PDF or something valuable, if it's like intro, nothing. something funny like a meme, nothing. The
Yeah.
third thing could be, hey Jenny or whoever, I thought of you. Check out this PDF in case it's super valuable. And so when you're adding value, you're not asking for information. You're not asking about their story. You're not asking about anything. You're just giving. And the kind of cool thing about that is if they don't respond, it doesn't look weird because you're just saying, hey, here's something, check it out. You don't need anything for them.
So don't say like, would you like this? I'll send you the
No,
link.
no, no. Yeah, because at that point it's like they've already left you, unread or whatever for the last two things. So might as well be just giving them value, and then
Okay.
you're essentially dripping them if you really wanted to.
Hmm.
If you
Okay.
really wanted to send more than one value post, you would send one thing and then 2 weeks later another thing. It's like, hey, thought of you. Check this out. Boom.
I want to just clarify.
Hmm.
Um, okay, so you start with the personalized intro, uh, welcome message, and you end it with some kind of a question. I love that idea.
Hmm.
I've always loved hearing the backstory. I think that that's powerful. And then, and then if you get no response, is that when you send the meme?
Well, see, that's what's saying is you could do it any order, but because think about it like this, like everybody is sending like bumping this or what do you think about this? So
Yes.
sometimes that could be a throwaway on a platform like school or Instagram or all that. Because it's common, it's kind of accepted thing, especially on LinkedIn. Like I go to my LinkedIn and I see someone's like, "What do you think?" And then dude, Jesus, like I'm not gonna respond to you, bro. It's like at that point, think about it from that lens in the extreme. So in the
Okay.
extreme, if someone's sending me like, hey, Luis, check out this training I just did. I think you would find it valuable. I would be like, oh, I'm curious. Like,
Yeah.
what is this? So you could even lead with that as the second thing, or it's totally up to you.
Okay. So something of value, send that to them.
You could even send to one of your more
Right.
popular posts. Hey, did you check out this post?
Okay.
Yeah, like,
Okay, so I could do that in that I could use the same strategy for the people that have been in the what was the group that I was going to deal with? Oh, yeah. So the other group that my husband has to deal with is all
mm-hmm,
the people that we have had some conversation at some point in the past, over the past many years. We're re-engaging.
yeah.
So it could be I just thought of you, here's something
Yeah.
that might help you and just like drop the value.
Well, for you, so see, those are different, right? Because here with Kai, that's a newer lead who you're trying to like start a conversation with, and it's not really going anywhere. So at that point, you just say, "Hey, I don't need anything from you." So then you send them value. For you on this other end, they've been a part of your community, they haven't left, so there's something there. And if there's time, then you compound that by asking them whether they've hit their goal or not, because it'll drive either a very yes or no type of answer, which would then lead you to either asking them, cool, so what's next for you if you did hit your goal? Or cool, it sounds like you didn't hit your, or not cool that you didn't hit it, but like, okay, I hear you. I'd love to get on a quick 15-minute session to see how we can get you back on track. Especially for re-engagements, you don't need to do a lot of back and forth in DM. It's like, listen, they've been there for a long time. They're not at where they need to be. Like, get them on the phone yesterday.
Okay. So then he should be when he starts his day, because we are really definitely not like we don't have a very good organized strategy.
I hear
He
you.
should be responding to everybody that responded already, and then start working on all these messages of the brand new people that have come to the group, the people that we still haven't, and Facebook has a lot of rules, so you can only do 30 people for
Hmm.
the, and I've got like
Exactly.
there's 9,000 people in the group, and I have probably like 2,000 that I've never actually messaged. So here's a
Mm.
big collection of those people. So like 30 messages go to those people, and then re-engage the people that we have had conversations with with those questions, with that hit your goals yet thing.
Yes.
Okay, that
Yeah,
seems
give
like a
me a
good
sec.
strategy.
My internet is
Yeah.
laggy, but um yeah, so the big thing with that is re-engaging old leads, inviting them to a session, you know? That's perfect for you, Lucy. Do a new campaign. You could even do it next week. You don't need that much lead time because it's you're giving the older leads like a chance to connect as soon as possible, right? Hey, so let's take a step back. So your husband's gonna be reaching out to them. The same strategy you just ran through. For the ones that don't respond, then invite them to something because then you're just adding pure value. Hey, Emily, it seems like you're either not getting these messages or you're not able to respond. No worries. I wanted to invite you to an upcoming webinar or training or whatever. I wanted to invite you to an upcoming training. Hope you can make it. Register here. Boom.
And
And
that's
that's
good
gonna be a
for,
ton of like older.
Yeah, I feel like free webinars are great. Like if you get like if you DM 5,000 people and you get like at least 100 people on a free webinar, that's gonna be super powerful.
And you're running webinars, right? Like you're doing it.
yes.
You
Yep.
can do it.
The only thing is, and this is something that I think everybody struggles with is getting people from one platform to the other. And I've heard don't even bother um to try and get like so usually my sessions or whatever are through school. But I could just drop the time and Zoom link. They don't have to join school in order to
Mm.
go to it.
Yeah, just in that case, if you're on Facebook, do a Zoom, you know. If you're in school, you can do school or Zoom.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up because I've been on back to back and I have another one. Actually, I'm freaking booked today, but yeah, let's start wrapping it
Wow.
up here so I can take a quick break.
Yeah,
But what else?
cool thing. Yeah, that's it. Luis, how many companies do you work for currently as a sales rep?
Um, so I do sales consulting for two companies right now and then my own thing. So that's the balance. Yeah, so that's
Nice.
two. Two and then mine.
All right.
Fantastic. Yeah,
All right.
I
What
think
else, guys? If not, we're right on the money here, 10:40 or my time, 10:45, but anything else?
No, I have a brain full of information.
You have a
yeah,
lot of
I
good
need to
stuff.
make my school post and get my butt to sleep.
I know, right?
Amen.
It's crazy how yeah, it's later. Cool.
I'm
Well,
gonna
let's
make
crush
phone
it.
calls. I'm gonna
I
make
know. I'm
calls.
right there with you. I'm pumped. I love following up because it's just potential, it's opportunity, it's a chance. Like there's so much there.
Yes, yes. I have more questions. I'm gonna save them for, I
Oh
might
yeah,
put
I'll
up
send
some
you the
posts in your group
Oh wait,
too.
I
yeah.
I have I have a sales call tomorrow, and it's gonna be like a very a qualified guy. So wish me good luck with that.
Let's
I'm
go, Kai.
Yeah, good
Crush
luck.
it,
really
bro. Kill
preparing.
it.
So if I do close him, then that would be two closes a week, which is gonna be like insanely cool. So yeah,
Yes, yes.
Let's
Okay,
go,
go.
man.
we got
Let's
this.
crush it. All right. We'll see you guys
All
later.
right,
See you next week.
bye.
Cheers. Let's go.